Whatever happened to YouTube direct messages? About 3 years ago, there were actually DMs on YouTube where you could message people and send them links to YouTube videos and honestly just anything. It was like direct messages in any other social media app like Twitter or Instagram, but currently it's actually gone. This feature is not available anymore, so what happened to it? Why did YouTube remove it? So in this video, we're going to talk about it because surprisingly, not a lot of people know that this was a thing, even though this feature isn't very old. So let's begin, but of course, before I do, click subscribe for more cool things like this because this feature is something I would actually like to see the return of. So YouTube used to have direct messages where you could talk to other people on other YouTube accounts. And this was a pretty interesting idea because every other social media platform has this, right? So where you would access it is through the notification system. There's a bunch of different websites that have saved screenshots of this, so that's where I'm getting all these images from, but then YouTube removed it. Why would they do that? Like, this was actually a good idea that a lot of people like to do. You could even do group chats. This is basically like I guess Instagram or anything else like Snapchat or Facebook or Twitter or Discord. It's direct messages, right? So YouTube introduced this about 5 years ago, back in 2017, and I'm pretty sure they thought it would be a good idea for people to like share videos while still remaining on YouTube, because a lot of people were sharing videos on other social platforms, and I guess YouTube wanted a way to give people the option to keep it on the platform, which, you know, is a good idea. And honestly, it's a really nice feature. I personally used it with my friends sometimes. But then only 2 years after it was added, in 2019, YouTube removed this feature, and they actually posted about why they did it. They posted this in the summer of 2019. They put heads up, we're removing the ability to message directly on YouTube after September 18th. So they gave everyone about a month to export all their messages and, you know, I guess save transcripts of things, but like they put 2 years ago, we launched a feature to enable you to share videos via direct messages on YouTube. Since then, we've also focused on public conversations with updates to comments, posts, and stories. We're constantly reevaluating our priorities and have decided to discontinue YouTube's native direct messaging feature while we focus on improving public conversations. So basically, they didn't want to put all the effort into managing that stuff when they should be focusing on like comments and stories and other features that were like, you know, being worked on during this time as well. So does that mean once they're done dealing with that stuff, does that mean YouTube will reopen messages? Well, probably not, but like I think they should, and here's why. So if you think of YouTube, they're like the biggest social platform on the internet, right? And I would say YouTube's biggest video competitor is Facebook because they have a similar sort of system, right? Now here's the thing, Facebook has direct messages and they have stories and they have all the other things that YouTube has. Why doesn't YouTube bring back DM if all these other platforms have it? It was used by a lot of people, but also it wasn't used by a lot of people. I guess they stopped focusing on it because of inactivity, I guess. And you know, to be honest, I did say I used it, but over time I stopped using it as much because honestly, I kind of forgot it was there. So yeah, that is why YouTube removed it, because I wanted to focus on the other stuff. And about a week ago, I actually made a poll and asked 46,000 people if they like the YouTube messaging / DM feature, and 83% of you guys said yes. And that's out of 46,000 people. So obviously it is a popular and useful tool, and you know, I hope YouTube brings it back. So yeah, that is what happened to it, and it's kind of weird how many people didn't actually know it was a thing either. Like, I thought everyone knew, but apparently not. But anyway, that's it for me in this video. If you enjoyed, click subscribe for more stuff like this. Thank you guys for watching, and of course, fly on.